You are in a helicopter mode, so the moment they pick him back up, you just have to hit start and use one of your star items to increase the Baby Mario timer. If you do this right, Baby Mario will be floating around whilst you are flying around. From here you can make contact with him, which will send him into a mini bubble. And when your helicopter power up ends, you will even be able to eat the little bugger, and even turn him into an egg. Now you can run around baby free. If this isn't some cosmic justice for all those damn annoying tears, then I don't know what is. Another fun thing to try is, if you carefully approach the boss Naval Piranha of level 3, you can actually fire an egg to take him out before the battle even begins. If you manage to get him, Kamek even flies in and expresses his surprise before jetting off. Interestingly, in the German version of Yoshi's Island, this boss is actually called Audrey, in reference to the Little Shop of Horrors. So those things are pretty cool and all, but now onto the actual Game Genieing, I guess. I think as always it's best to start off with the official Game Genie Galoob codes, as some of them are not only cool, but they can also be extremely helpful. Such as the code C2EE-649F, which will give you infinite lives. A pretty handy cheat if you're doing some extreme mode of the game where you can't collect red coins or something. There are a few other live-related codes that can help. These range from D9B7-0023 to start the game with 5 lives, all the way to the code 17B7-0023, which starts you off with 99 lives. There isn't much else to say about these other than they are helpful. Similar to these, you can enter the code DC36010D, so when you continue, you start the game with 5 lives, all the way to the code 173601OD,
and just put the video source a little bit down
which
more.
lets you continue the game with 99 lives.
If anyone wants to
In
come
my
and hang
opinion,
out,
these
I'm
codes
going
are
to
a
be
little
here
bit
for the
redundant,
next,
but they do exist,
as I
so it's worth
say,
mentioning. If you
half
enjoy
an
the
hour,
sound of Baby
45
Mario crying,
minutes,
and you don't
maybe?
want your star timer to go down when you get hit,
Just something I'm
then
testing
the stock
out.
standard code C23F-ADDD will let you do just that. Naturally, this is super helpful as it's just about impossible to die in the game, but you do have to put up with that crying baby, so it's not the best trade-off. For those of you that don't know, with emulation you can actually download a completed version of Yoshi's Island and load it into your game. However, if you don't want to do this, or if you're using hardware, then the Game Genie
this was
codes
actually one of my favourite videos. Gotta work out how can I hear that audio somehow without disturbing you guys. I'm just gonna find my headset, just one sec. I'll be back in 1 second. I just gotta find my headphones.
You can freely play any level you want at any time you want. A similar but less complete cheat list is CB8A-64D5 plus 1088-6405 plus 3C8A-6465.
Oh jeebus, nothing like some rustling noise in the background to make a good stream, hey? Oh, hello Jackson the Nugget. Sorry mate, I just saw that. I have to work out this. I'm a little bit old school. I have to work all this thing out.
After you've used the magnifying glass, making that 100% completion quite a bit easier to obtain, even if you want to take your time.
How you guys
with the
going?
level.
Fill
And
me
assuming
in
you don't
if
have
anyone's
infinite
there.
magnifying glasses. Something that will combat this, or if you're like me and are a bit stingy with your item use, then try the code 1D26.
Just thought I'd show some old hack
With this
videos.
bad boy in play, any power-ups you use don't actually disappear, giving you infinite items as long as you have them collected. This is a super handy Game Genie code for sure, as you can just keep pumping up your stars every time you get hit. The last few default codes focus on the red
And,
exclamation marks and how long they stay active.
Yeah,
With cheats
see what's
like
happening for you guys.
D9AA-AF7B, the red button press will stay active for over twice
Only
as
going to
long
be
as
hanging
usual.
around for a little
This
bit.
can be extremely
Oh,
useful in some
hitting the mic
situations
already.
where hidden arrows are exposed for you to duck down into, or if you just need to run on activator blocks. Other than that, this isn't that helpful, but it can add some variation to the game. And that about wraps up the official Game Genie Galoob codes. Some are
Trying
awesome,
to...
some are just a bit helpful,
Oh,
but
man.
one thing's for sure, they do exist. And
Gotta
are game-altering.
log into everything
So let's
these
take a look
days,
at
don't
some
ya?
non-standard cheat codes
And
now, shall
two-step
we? I
authentication
know I have a habit
and
of not
all
saving the
that
best till
jazz.
last, but let's start with what is possibly the best ever
I'm
Game
just
Genie
trying to have
code
a
for
fun
Super Mario World
Saturday,
2, Yoshi's
well,
Island.
Sunday morning
The
for
code
me.
44AO-672B will disable Baby Mario from crying. Praise be to the hacking gods for coming up with this gem.
Enjoy
I think
it
we've all
all.
wanted to mute those whales at one point or another during the gameplay. However, the alert noise still does play, but it's better than nothing, right?
So,
Do you wanna
what
take your
video? Are we
eggs to the
still on
next level
Yoshi's
and
Island,
create a
are
brand
we?
new weapon?
Alright, sweet.
Why not try the game genie code
Have to-
EE82-DDOE? When this
Google's
is in place,
asking me a
stand
bunch
still
of
on a level surface and throw an egg
difficult
directly
things,
upwards.
and I don't want to
This
answer
rogue egg
any
will
of
now
them.
float in place and actually kill any enemy that comes into contact with it. This is pretty sweet. Yoshi just got a new weapon.
Okay.
It's also
Yes,
easy to make different coloured
that's
eggs this
better.
way, if you
Alright.
want to cheat a little bit further.
Let me just check
Have fun
this.
messing around with this one anyway.
I'm gonna type
There is another
hello.
interesting game genie code for Yoshi's Island, and that is
In chat.
DD32-6DAD, which will supposedly make your star timer always go up. Unfortunately, it seems a bit buggy, as first try my stars increased by
Alright.
just one.
Oh, cool.
and
It
then the
even
next time
shows
the
up
star
on the
timer
stream.
itself was just
That's
always on
pretty
the
sweet.
screen, and didn't even go back to 10 when I was hit. This is one you might have to try yourself and see how it acts for
hang
you.
out.
If you still want to play
With the
around with the
Mayhem
stars, then the cheat
Man.
code B93D-AFOD may be of interest to you. With this bad boy in play,
Yes,
the
it
start timer
is
doesn't even
Tim
decrease when
here
you get
from
hit. This is
Mario
obviously
Mayhem
super
or
handy and
Super
basically
Mayhem
makes you invincible, at least to
Let me
some
see if
degree,
I can get
not around
audio
spikes or lava.
on
Further
what's
to the
going
official
on.
Game Genie Lives code,
So I can
there are some
add some
fan-discovered ones
insights.
like
Oh, Jesus, that's a long code.
EEB7-0023, which will start
So
you
I
off
can
the
add
game
some
with
insights
255 lives.
into what's going
There is
on,
also the complimentary code that is EE36-010D,
or perhaps behind the scenes
which
facts.
just lets you continue with 255
Won't get that
lives.
anywhere else,
Like
friends.
the original codes, there isn't a lot more to say about
That's right.
these, other
All
than they are
happening
super
here
helpful and they do exist.
on the
The more useful life code is
Short
C2EE-64BF,
Super
which
Mayhem
not only gives you
slash
infinite
Mario
lives, but
Mayhem.
even
Oh
starts
man,
you
this
at the
is a
middle
long
ring
code.
once you die. That's right, you don't even need to
Stream.
get halfway through
Thought
the
I'd just
level
jump
to get
up to see
halfway
if
through the
anyone's
level,
around.
if that makes sense.
Say
I
hello,
thought I'd
like
save one of
Jackson the
wackiest
Nugget,
codes until
who
the
was
last one we'll
first.
cover. So with that said,
So
enter
I
into
think he
your
wins a
Game
medal
Genie
of some
cheat
description, surely.
EEAA-6DD5. This code is simply known as Strange Backgrounds, which is a fitting name given it does.
Sorry
just
guys,
that.
I'm fighting with my
When you are in a
headphones
level,
at the
just
moment.
Pause and then unpause the game. Now the backgrounds will turn.
Oh,
black, and
they're
everything on
all-
top of
you-
them will just be kind of
You know how
transparent.
they get crisscrossed
It's a pretty awesome code
and
aesthetically,
the
and
wires.
also probably
Well,
one
I
of the
mean,
more
most people
game-breaking
probably
of the
use
cheats that we
wireless.
took a
I'm a
look at in
dinosaur.
this video.
I
Anyway,
still
that's
like
it for today, my friends.
I still
really
like
hope you've
wires
enjoyed hacking
sometimes.
Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island with
Usually
me.
when I'm doing
As I
something
said,
like
it's one of my
this, but
favourite
I'm not
games,
very
and
set
so I
up.
would appreciate it if you could make
So
a big
I'm
fat thumbs up on this. Subscribe
trying
if you are
to
new, leave a comment below, and of course share it with your other Mario or video game loving friends. And that's it from
Get
me.
that
I'll
sorted
catch you
out.
soon.
Super Mayhem.
no. I've got a loop. I got a loop. How do you get a loop? You undo the loop, and then you get another loop.
Hello
It's
friends,
like,
it's Tim here
come
again
on,
from
mate.
Super Mayhem.
How many loops can you give me?
And boy
on a
howdy,
pair of
do we have some
headphones?
fun for you today.
I know.
We've hacked Mario
It's a long-
games,
I'm using
Kirby
some
games,
Sennheiser.
heck, even recently the
I think that's how you
Teenage Mutant
pronounce
Ninja
it.
Turtles got
Sennheiser.
their fair share of wacky
They're very
hacking
nice
goodness.
headphones. They don't have
So
a
what are we gonna
microphone,
tackle
so I'm
today?
using something different
well, I
for
thought
that.
the 1986 classic Metroid
I'm
for the
trying to
NES
get-
might be a good bet.
Oh my goodness.
So what do you think?
This thing
Are you
is
a fan
terrible.
of this game
Alright,
and or its
okay.
subsequent series? Why not smash
Alright,
a like for the love of
alright,
Samus,
so,
hit subscribe and ring the bell if you are
I've
new
got
to
my
the channel,
cans on,
and let's dive
so
deeply into the
excuse me if
planet
I yell.
Zeus as we attempt to hack the nostalgic
I'm not
platformer
trying
that is
to.
Metroid.
I'm
I should also probably note I've always been a pretty bad player of this
just not
game.
hearing my
So
own
even
voice
with
at the
hacks,
moment,
well,
so I'm
still
trying to
pretty
work
bad.
that out.
So with that
Oh,
said,
Jeebus.
let's go. Before we jump too
Oh,
far into the
Jeebus.
world of game genieing, I thought we might take a moment to appreciate that there are actually different endings to the game. This was a
Yeah,
pretty
while we're at it, I'd
forward-thinking
love
move by
to
Nintendo, as it's
give a
something
shout
that
out
many
to
other
some of my
games would
old
adopt in the future.
friends
So
and
just quickly,
fans
here's
and
an overview of the 5
supporters.
different endings and
Tom
how to
Green
get them.
99.
But make sure you stick
I
around
don't know
for
where
the
you've
game
been,
genie
Tom.
cheats, though. You won't wanna miss them.
You're a great man.
For the
I
worst
think I've seen you on
ending, you have to beat the
Instagram
game in 10 plus
a little
hours
bit
or
or
5
something
plus
like
hours
that.
as suitless Samus. With this
And
ending, a suited Samus will be looking away.
FBTube.
The second worst ending
You also
is
are a
between 5
fantastic
and 10
supporter.
hours, which just has
So
a
thank
suited
you
Samus.
for your past
The
generosity.
middle ending, which is 3 to 5
And
hours completion
also
time,
Matthew
has Samus with her helmet
Matthew
taken off.
Quibel.
The second
I'm not
best
sure if I'm
ending is 1
pronouncing
to
that
3
right.
hours, with the
But
suitless
he
Samus
is
on
a
top,
nice
plus suitless Samus in a
mate
leotard
of mine.
waving.
Houdini
And the best ending
Fontmeister,
happens when you
another
beat the
great
game in under
creator.
1 hour,
He does fantastic music. You should definitely check him out and see what he is up to, because he does cool video game stuff as well as the music. Alright, let me just... Audio, I'm plugged in.
I should also mention
I'm
that if
plugged
you're
in.
able to beat the game in under 2 hours,
Let me see if I can work out a way to hear this, hear this video source.
That's a pretty neat incentive to crush the game. I have to rely on cheats to get that far.
Alright, properties.
The Western release of Metroid is also well known for its password system, which was also pretty new to the gaming industry at the time. I won't go into all of them, but
be
a
able
few
to hear
classic
what you're hearing.
well-known or
Why
interesting
can't I do
passwords are
that?
as follows. Justin Bailey. It claims that we have all the things
Why
and
do I
more.
have to do something
This
annoying,
password must
like
be
use
all
my
in caps
phone,
and then
which would
lines
be
filling
terrible?
up the bottom of the
Oh my
password.
gosh.
With this entered
I
at the
don't know
start of
how
the last
OBS
level,
works.
as suitless Samus, and have all
All I
items
know
except
is
the
that it
item.
works.
You will
Anyway, this is a
still lose health,
Metroid
though,
video
and
we're
we
having a
don't
look
have
at.
unlimited items, but it's still a
This
cool
is a really
cheat if
fun
you wanna
video
see
to
some
do,
exploring of the final
because
boss of
there was a
Z's.
lot of hacks,
Nappa's
and
sword.
I'd never played
Any
the game
major
before
Metroid
either,
enthusiast will probably
so it was
already know
really
this
fun
password,
to
but I
have
to include it
a
because
bit of
it's
a
so
run
great.
around basically
With
in
this one, you'll
Metroid.
start at the beginning
Check
of
it
the
out
game with unlimited
and
life, unlimited missiles, and all the
give it a
upgrades,
go.
baby.
And it's a very hard
The
game.
energy
I mean,
meter is a
anyone
bit
that
funny.
knows
You can
NES
technically
games, they're
lose
always
health,
hard.
but when you hit another enemy, it seems to come back. At least in some cases.
But this was super fun to
In my
record
quick
this
play with
one.
this
I
password,
remember.
I found it impossible to
I
die.
can't remember when I did
So
it.
that's to
It would have
say
been a
something
little
about
while
this
ago.
magnificent password. It's really fun to play around with, especially
but,
if you are like me and not very good at the game, but still
there
want
was
to
a
see
number
what
of
you can
different
acquire if you
hacks.
played it through.
And
This next one is a bit of garbled nonsense, so I'll just put it on the screen.
My
But if you just want to see arguably
can't
the
work
best
it out.
ending in Metroid, with a suitless bikini wearing Samus, then this password is for you, as it's meant to start you off at the ending screen. However, I think I landed in one of the final levels with all weapons. Since I'm a major noob at this game, I wasn't sure whether to go up or down, so I got eaten by a Metroid one way, and kinda died the other way. It's a neat code though, and you should definitely check it out.
Oh, I think
This
I'm
second
better.
and last
I'm alright
password is
now.
also a bit
I've
of a
got it
garbled
sort of
mess,
sorted
so I'll
out.
just put it up on the screen for you. But this one lets you fight Ridley if you're good enough to get to him,
And,
which is kinda cool.
The only
You
trouble
also
is I
start
can't
with
hear it in
missiles
real
and a few
time.
different weapons, but I'm
A
actually
bit
pretty
delayed.
bad at this game
I
in
need
case
someone
the
with
footage doesn't
OBS
demonstrate
help.
that.
Is there anyone
Of
out
course, the
there?
actual number of passwords is pretty much limitless, as you
Anyone
get one
on
each
the
time you die
OBS?
in the game. But these were a few that stand out and people have shared online. One could dedicate an entire video just to passwords, but I just wanted to showcase
I need
a
to
few.
learn how OBS
Anyway, with
works
those
so I can
passwords
hear
done,
my
it's on to the
own
actual game genieing, I think.
video
And lucky for us,
source.
there are actually a
I'm
ton
sure
of
there's a
different
way to
codes
do it.
that
There
let us
must
do all
be.
kinds of wacky
It must be
things.
really simple.
So let's start off quickly with the
Must
default
be
Game
simple.
Genie codes from the booklet, shall we? I didn't record all of these as I spent more time on the more interesting codes.
Audio
But the full
monitoring.
default list is as follows.
Uh-huh.
If you want to limit your minimum energy rather than having infinite energy, you can also try the code
Now we're cooking. I got it now.
which sets your minimum energy.
I'm a
to
silly
30.
Billy, but I
I'm
got
not
it
sure
now.
exactly why you want to do
I
this.
can
exactly.
hear my
Probably
video
because it's
now,
your
which
base
makes
energy.
life a lot
But
easier.
hey, it's a code and it's kind of cool.
So let's just check it out. I'll have a look.
Much like in the password system code mentioned earlier, your energy will fluctuate up and down as you hit enemies, so it's a bit odd.
Oh my god, that's a lot of codes. Infinite rockets on pickup. That sounds pretty good. 10 rockets on pickup. 15 rockets. Wow. These are sick Game Genie codes, guys. You gotta check these out, man.
15 rockets on pickup.
These are where it's all happening. Oh, yeah, that's a sped up Game Genie
When
screen.
I tried it, it gave me 70 health. So it's pretty good, but not the best code in the world.
70
It
health.
gives you a nice
Wait.
boost at the start of the game.
Oh,
So
okay.
these codes are
Increased
cool
my
and all
energy.
in their own right, but there are some fan-discovered ones that are even better.
Oh, fan codes are always the best.
A pretty sweet code is ALLGKP, which starts you off in the game with all of the items, including the Ice Beam, as well as infinite energy and even missiles. If you're wanting a simple code that will
That's probably a good way to pass the game. You've got infinite energy and missiles. I think Metroid becomes a little bit easier.
If the game seems too slow for you, then you can try the Game Genie code
Woohoo! Power speeding.
which
Speed
sets you
running.
up for fast speed mode. And
That'd be definitely something for a speedrunner.
Friggin' bullets.
How fast can you run using this code?
Or you just want to slow things down completely, then try the opposite code, that is EENTAU, which puts you into slow speed mode.
Oh, yeah, I remember this. That was brutal. That was a really brutal code. Because it felt like you were kind of underwater, but like almost like slime, maybe? Slime.
Something speedrunners could try and utilize. I'd hate to see the completion time though.
Yeah, there you go. I mentioned the speedrunners. There you go.
VSV,
I was already clever back then.
For some reason. However, when I used this code and went to the left to get the morph ball, if that makes sense,
Morph ball. That's a great sentence.
Made it impossible to progress in the game.
Oh, I love old
Pretty
Nintendo
wacky,
stuff.
and
It's
this
so
is
sweet.
just that.
Look at the graphics.
Now we're
Beautiful.
going to move on to some rather interesting graphic
Just so
related
nice.
codes that someone named Severed Majestic discovered. So many props to them and their hard work. These are great fun as they do all
Samus
kinds
gets
of
stuck in a
wonderful
crunch.
things to the game. So stick around for these bad boys. A good starting point is AOPES. This code puts you into a weird frozen kind of front flip position.
Yeah, front flip. That's a good way to describe it. Yeah, see? My script writing is clever, huh?
Don't worry, you can
I'm
still
not
shoot
that silly.
upwards with this cheat. If you just change the first letter of the previous code, you can get some different interesting results, such as GOPEPS. This one, when you aim up, you turn into your morph ball. This is weird enough, but when you push the D-pad another time, you will actually dig into the ground. It's a super weird cheat, especially since you can dig off the
Trying to
screen.
go in chat a
If you
little
dig in the
bit.
wrong spot, your energy will deplete and
See
you
if
will
I can
eventually
post
die.
something.
However, in the third
Alright,
room,
where are
it's
we?
able to go through the floor.
Oh, you can go through the floor hack. I like those kind of hacks.
All the way to the bottom.
Or
I just
game
went
cheating
through the
codes.
floor
They're quite
until I
fun.
came back down from the top. I was stuck in the ground, but I didn't die.
Yeah, so you end up in odd places. You just get. Oh, you kept going around. Yeah.
Fancy shooting out of your butt when holding up on the
Shooting out of your
Well,
butt.
with the
Oh my
code
goodness, I'm so
EOPES,
stupid.
you can just do that.
What a phrase. If you want to shoot out your butt.
If you want to completely screw up levels,
This is so fun to record. They take a long time, believe it or not.
So I can't say how it will affect the later levels,
Um,
but it's definitely a change from
so
a normal
just
play of
gonna
Metroid.
Eat some macadamia nuts covered in honey, which
In
very
fact,
delicious.
I couldn't even get past the second room because bits of the level were all over the place. This may behave differently on your version of the game though, so be sure to give it a go.
I'll crunch away from the microphone, sorry.
EATTUN is another odd level screw-up code. When
What's
you're
that?
using
Eat
this
you.
cheat code, the level kind of half disappears and is gone.
Ah, level disputes. These are funny codes that mess with levels.
And then fall from the sky when getting the morph ball.
I've seen this in other games too, and it can be so strange what comes out of it.
Again losing health, and jump off it again, so the game may actually be possible to beat, but I kinda doubt it unless you combined it with the infinite energy hack.
Yeah,
There are
yeah,
some further cheats that will help you with
energy.
the game.
Interesting hacks though, or cheats, or whatever you want to call them.
Will cause most enemies to freeze in their positions. I'd like to say this makes the game
That was a
bit
handy
easier to
one.
play, but as the enemies can be frozen in the path you need to take, it can still be a problem.
Yeah,
There's actually a similar but better
exactly,
code to this,
summed up
that is
perfectly.
KISTOL, which either makes monsters/enemies completely gone or weirdly stuck in the floor.
Yeah, this is a
Still
fun
somehow
one.
managed to die,
This is a
but
fun,
it's
fun
to
cheat.
try
I like
yourself,
this one.
as you never know what will happen.
It was a bit random.
AGLISS.
You didn't see the other footage, but it was quite random what would happen. I should put outtakes or something in another
This was
video
really
or
fun
channel.
and helped me get through a lot of the game that I probably wouldn't have seen otherwise. Anyway, that's it for today, friends. I really
That's
hope
it
you
for
enjoyed
today,
Metroid on the
friends.
NES
I
with me.
hope you enjoyed this video. We're gonna keep going though, guys. This is a live stream. Next video is coming up in a moment.
And as always, a huge thank you to Jacob Clark for being our
Hang in there.
Patreon supporter.
I'm gonna chew my macadamia nuts silently, I swear.
Then check out the link to our Patreon page in the description below, and pledge as much or as little as you can to help us keep rocking out this awesome content.
That's right, guys. If you're interested, you can look below in the description. There's a link to see. Ooh, Super Mayhem. There's a link to donate directly, which would be so much appreciated. All goes into videos. Believe it or not, the costumes and cost of programs and everything adds up. And
Today we're going to take a look at some of the best
it's
game cheats so far.
yeah, any support is greatly appreciated as always.
And most importantly, smash subscribe and ring the bell if you haven't already, as we take on an adventure down cheating lane. Destination? Funsville.
Funsville. Oh my goodness, what am I, a Sims character or something?
Units and bringing families together since 1985. Whilst we all know of the Konami code, up, down, left, right, BA, there were a few other
I think
cheats
maybe
for other
select
games as well.
start would be the right answer at the end there, maybe add a select.
Yes, I know I talk a lot about this add-on on this channel. That's only because it's so freaking good.
That's all my Game Genie and everything. I took all those photos
And more specifically about the
and
cheat code
videos.
that enables infinite flight. Just enter the code ANNEEGEY and off you go, zooming through levels like Wart won't know what hit him. This is particularly fun when you use Luigi though, as his little legs get moving like he's doing some old style jig.
I did enjoy that gag. That was a fun gag. I loved putting that one together. That was super fun. The moment I saw his legs moving like that, I'm like, I need to get that like kind of classic Russian dance or something, or whatever you want to call it.
An old woman using a walking stick as a cheat, I'll do that too. Shut up, Grandma, I'm doing one of my videos.
I'm always funny in the old one. Oh, it's so cringe to laugh at your own stuff, but
passing levels in certain time frames, or just plain old unlockable content. The N64 was where it was at least back in the mid to late 90s. Sure, I could talk about games like Turok and Turok 2 with the pen and ink modes or infinite weapons and ammo, but instead
I really want to do Nintendo 64 cheats like that.
You know what I'm about to say.
I'm super keen to do that. Like kind of cheats on Nintendo 64 games.
Big heads and long arms. For many, this would have probably been their first.
I think that'd be a really fun way to do it, because I know there's a lot of games that have cheats.
Level on agent in 5 minutes or less. Not the toughest of cheats to unlock, but definitely one of the funnest and most memorable.
Should also check out the Mario remake of GoldenEye. That's a fun game as well. I got a video somewhere on the channel if you want to check it out. It's quite fun.
What could and could not be shown was always a little bit tricky for developers to work out. However, there is a classic Sega Genesis code for Mortal Kombat that made this particular version of the game more sought after
Is this
even
the
than
blood
Super
code?
Nintendo version.
Maybe.
On the Code of Honor screen, simply enter the button combo ABACABB. If you have done this correctly, then the text will turn yellow, and you will hear Scorpion say his token, "Get over here." So, what does this simple cheat do? It enables blood in the
simpler
game.
days.
This was a big deal when you were a kid. It somehow enhanced the game and gave it that bit more illusion of gore. It's not much.
Yeah, a couple of blood splatters that aren't really blood splatters. It was pretty fun.
We had to take what we could get.
It was fun. I only played. Oh, I did have a second game, but
Super Mario 3D
yeah.
World into your gob. There isn't a whole lot to say about this cheat, except that it's pretty easy to do and is almost a standard in the Super Mario series.
the turtle shell one up.
World 1, 2, be big with a mushroom, and then go to what's referred to as the Koopa Cave, which is a little underground area near the start of the level. Grab the turtle shell from the
Oh, okay. Bang, 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 bang.
and directly face the wall.
What up?
Ding, 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 ding. If you do it right, you will get stuck in an infinite loop of extra lives.
Look at his live counter go up.
It's
It's insane.
before the time limit ends of the level, which will leave you with the odd number of 1,110 lives.
And they give you so much time to do it as well.
We can't have a cheat list without including some good old-fashioned coin. And what better video game to get money in than something like Sims 4? You gotta build them
Sims?
crazy houses and feed the buggers after all, and that ain't cheap.
I don't know a lot about Sims. I never really played it much.
But in the fourth installation of the series, all you have to do is open your console by pressing Ctrl-Shift-C and then enter in the code MOTHERLOAD.
Motherload code.
Simoleons. You can also try codes like Kaching or Rosebud from previous Sims games, which will give you $1,000.
Sorry, hit the mic.
Still pretty handy too. If you want to go wild with it, then enter testing cheats true in your console, and then type in money and the amount you like. So, for example, money 50,000.
Can easily just add a whole bunch of money. Not bad.
There are a few other neat money hacks for the game that the YouTuber Deligracy put together, and you can find that full video in the description below. So let's see here, we've looked at flying, big heads, cash and lives. Now it's time to bring out the big guns, literally. It's at this point where most lists
the classic Doom.
cheat that is
How can you not enjoy Doom?
and makes you invincible. But I wanted to take a look at something a bit different. Let's have a closer look at GTA 5 and a simple code that will have you unlocking all weapons in a jiffy.
GTA 5's a classic game.
RT, left, LB,
Can't wait for
right,
GTA
X,
6.
LB times 3. If this isn't fun enough for you, then how about unlocking max health and armor as well? Simply press B, LB, Y, RT, A, X, B, right, X, LB times 3 again. Now you're free to take on the cops, blow up some people, or just run around and wreak havoc, GTA style.
Oh man, bazooka style.
Keep getting you down. You can even enter a cheat code that will make you invincible for 5 minutes at a time. With the Xbox One controller, the code is right A, right, left, right, RB, right, left, A, Y. So enjoy. Originally released on October 15th, 1997, Age of Empires fast became one of the most popular real-time strategy games out there. There have since been releases of newer versions with upgrades to graphics and mods.
Oh man, I had a friend that was super into this game. He was a big fan of this game.
Tired with the traditional gameplay,
It's,
you might be interested in this cheat. Simply press enter during the game and type the code Big Daddy, all in caps.
Oh wait, hang on, maybe I'm getting mixed up.
Besides sounding totally badass, well, it spawns what's called a WinZZ, which is a car that is modelled after the 1995 Chevrolet Camaro Z28.
No, I'm thinking of a later game. My mistake.
Well, on top of this
My
incredibly
mistake.
fast sports car, it also houses someone with a rocket launcher inside. Naturally, this can do insane
Sounds like a
damage, even
rocket
at great
launcher
range.
inside the back of the
It can
car.
destroy a freaking house in one shot. It is easily the fastest type of unit in the game. So go ahead, spawn a bunch of these bad boys and take the game to the next level.
Take it to the next level,
Finally,
baby.
we will end with one of the
Next
most
level.
cheats in gaming. Counter-Strike is well known for being a hack game. And when you come across a hack,
Yeah,
it's
oh
one of the
man,
most
Counter-Strike.
frustrating experiences
I played a lot of
you can have.
Counter-Strike Source.
But you still have to admire the skill of the hacker making a patch or a hack for the game.
And yeah, look, yeah, fair's fair. Like, I mean, I don't recommend cheating, but it's also a pretty amazing bit of programming if you can get by it. I don't know. I admire that, but you know, I don't like competitive cheating like that. Like, and I don't see the point on games like Counter-Strike. Like, who gives a crap how many kills you get? It's like you're cheating. You know what I mean? It's just like headshot. I know I do a lot of hacks and stuff, but it's just that's solo play and just fun and checking out what's happening and seeing what mischief we can get up to. But anything online, I am really not a fan of any hacking like that. I don't think that's fair. And I also don't see the point of that, you know, like, I mean, there's probably leaderboards and stuff, but they're going to be like, yeah, oh, this guy had like 90% headshots. It's like, okay, he's probably botting, you know, yeah, and what does that get you? And you're still not good at the game. Just, you crap for a while, you know, like, and learn the game, and like the rest of us. And then compete if that's what you're worried about or whatever it is. I don't know. Alright, next video.
Welcome to another quick Mario Mayhem.com.
Super Mario Bros. 1. Ooh, this was an early video. May or may not be working on a sequel. Just throwing that out there. Oh, hello, Frederick Garrett. How you doing, buddy? Good to see ya. I'm just only hanging out for a little bit, brother. Just playing some old videos and commenting on the microphone. Good to see you though, thank you for joining.
Over the years, game enthusiasts have found their own codes and hacks for the game that range from minor tweaks to making the classic downright unplayable. So sit back, grab your Goomba stomping boots and join me if you will as we
Grab your Goomba stomping boots. I hope you have them, Frederick. Have you got your Goomba stomping boots? If not, not sure we can continue. I was saying earlier. Oh, until you battery on your phone. Are you on your phone, brother? That's cool, man. It's alright, just great to join. I'm just having a basically a quick stream. Rewatching some old videos and just kind of commentating or talking or just hanging out.
The code TXNUXI is a little harder to describe, but it's definitely
Yeah, Game Genie was essentially an add-on that was for older consoles like the Nintendo, the Super Nintendo, the like Sega Genesis, that sort of thing. And it allows you to essentially insert numbers or letters or codes, basically, that give you different abilities or different effects. So, if you're more interested in it, go check out the rest of the channel, but hang out for a bit, because I need someone to talk to. So... yeah, it's an add-on, a third-party add-on, and allows you to do crazy things.
If you enter PigPog as your Game Genie code, you get some pretty intense results.
This was a very early video of mine, I think, though. The production value is not the best.
This code seems to work a little bit different each time and only affects some levels, but it does make for an interesting change to level.
Hey, Nurb, good to see you, brother. Or sister. I still got my Game Genie for my Game Boy. Oh man, I want one of those so bad. That's awesome. I never got one as a kid. I only had one for the Nintendo, the NES.
It gets a bit glitchy with Goombas going through pipes and enemies generally kind of homing in on you. As if things weren't hectic enough, then they go and do this.
Frederick, look, sometimes with games, the codes are like what we call region dependent. So like some games that are released in the US are NTSC, and often Europe or Australia, where I am, it's PAL. And the difference in the games can affect the code, so the version of the games can affect if the codes work or not, and it also depends how you're adding them in.
Anyway, that's it for today, friends. I hope you enjoyed
Super Punch-Out Game Genie codes. Yes, I did a video on that, man. If you want to check out the Super Mayhem channel, I'm sure there's a link somewhere where you can see. Just search for Punch-Out. I did a whole bunch of codes. Another game I was not super familiar with, but was really fun to film. Thank you for the heart, Nerd. Much appreciated. Thank you. I'm only hanging out for like another half an hour maybe max, because where I am now it's 4:54 AM. Oh yeah, I gotta sleep soon. I'm gonna hang out for a bit though. It's the AFL Grand Final, the Australian Football League Grand Final today. I went to a friend's house to watch and I'm a bit wound up, so I'm looking forward to relaxing, hanging out, just having a look at some of the old videos. Yeah, Star Fox was a funny one. Yeah, tell me about it, Nerb. 4:55 a.m. I don't know what I'm doing up, mate. You tell me. This Ninja Turtles on the NES. I have a Game Genie video, I think, on Frederick. So be sure to check that out. 2:55 p.m. in the States, Nerb. Whereabouts are you, my friend? Where are you hanging out?
However, once you press start, it loads up the Venom level instead. This code seems to really be version dependent, as I had to try a couple of...
Yeah, see here I mentioned this was a Game Genie on the NES, and Star Fox was super weird in that it had some chip or something, I don't know, I talk about it in the video. And so the regular Game Genie didn't work. I had to use an emulator. Oh well, I don't actually have the game, but I emulated it. It was super cool.
Because of his uniform looking a little like the character from the album cover, and of course his name being Pepper.
Did you ever, Frederick asks, did you ever beat the water level with the Ninja Turtles game 1 for Nintendo and kept dying? That is an awful level with those buzzing plants and trying to get air and all that stuff. I think I did maybe once or twice as a kid, honestly, because I actually have the game. And I really loved Ninja Turtles, so I really wanted to play that. But it is definitely a hard level. I need cheats. That's why I like Game Genie. I'm actually very terrible at video games. People think, oh, you got like a Super Mario website, you got a video, YouTube channel. You must be so good at video games. No, I am bad. Nerbs in Palmer, Massachusetts. Oh, cool. Is that sort of like at the near Tech? I'm really bad with geography. Sorry, Nerb. Whereabouts is that in the US? Is that whereabouts? Is that like sort of Middle America, or is it like West or East? I'm sorry, I don't know. Frederick says, thank you so much, USA. Oh, that's alright, brother, no worries. I haven't streamed in so long, so it's really nice just to see someone here and talk to. I just wanted to hang out. As I said, I'm not going to be here long, going to be here for the next half an hour or so. And just chilling, because I do have to go to bed because of my crazy sleeping times. But it's a long weekend too, so I should also enjoy my time, shouldn't I? You just want to keep beat the water level because you keep dying. Aha. Yeah, well, definitely, if you don't mind cheating or using the Game Genie, definitely check out the videos I've done on the Ninja Turtles game on the NES, because that will help you definitely if you wanted to just beat it and you're just like, I just want to see what happens, just want to play the dang game. You'll definitely find a way to do that if you check out the videos, so go and have a look at that when you get a chance. Other than that, man, I don't really have much advice other than say keep trying. I haven't played the game for a while. I'm sure I would not be able to get even that far to the water level, so yeah. Nerbs in the northeast. Okay, Massachusetts northeast. Okay. Top sort of right then, I guess would be the way to sort of say it, of about an hour from the coast. Oh cool, yeah, top right then, yeah, that makes sense. I gotta learn again, man, I forget. I actually quite liked geography in school, but I totally forgot all my knowledge basically as I got older. Yeah. Anyway, what is this called? Walk through walls on Ninja Turtles. Game Genie code Ninja Turtle walk through walls. What does that mean? I'm not sure if that's a code I covered, man. I honestly can't remember what I did and didn't cover. I haven't watched the video for a while. But I imagine it means you can probably cross into areas of the game you're not meant to get to, or something like that, I would say. If the Game Genie code says Ninja Turtle walk through walls, or if there are areas with walls, perhaps you can pass through that. You know, you can pass through sprites. I'm not sure, man. Again, if it's something I covered... oh my goodness, look at my hair. What have I got there? I got some blonde and pink, I think, or blonde and red. And shaved on one side. Not much else has changed. I do love Super Mario Kart though. Oh, Mario Kart, the original one. That is a really fun game. Or part of my childhood greatly. I love playing as Koopa Trooper. In the end, I worked out I thought he was the best. I don't know statistically who is the best player. Perhaps one of you guys know who is the best character to choose. But this is fun. You can just like go boom and then you just skip the whole track. Look at that. Just can go around. And you can probably even do a tighter circle. You just sort of fly around.
And I'm pretty sure I'm an official speedrunner now. Interestingly, you still appear on the
I will add, Frederick, if you're still there, brother. People are a little bit funny with the term. Oh my god, Schmermager. People are a little bit funny with Game Genie code names and what the descriptions are. So.
We know what these objects are. It is pandemonium out here, total chaos.
Total chaos. I like to think it says Turtle Chaos.
How did you get there? Like it's total chaos here, it's pandemonium. I am scared for my life. I think I might die soon. Back to you, my darling.
Thanks, Mr.
I think I might die soon. Thank you, my darling. What a silly character. He may or may not make a return.
When the race begins, all racers jump, and then the CPUs just motor away. I mean, they're going like 150cc in a game where the max speed is 100cc.
Yeah, they were hooning. They were flying crazily.
You can race on just about any surface you want, like normal. Meaning you can cut corners no problems, as long as there are no obstacles in your way.
Whoops, sorry about that. I just tapped my keyboard. My keys aren't working. Why am I having so many problems the moment I'm like, oh god, sticky keys. No, I don't want sticky keys.
Do enjoy a drink, but not in combination with driving. Having said that, the code C4EB-CDA4
oh my goodness.
drunk drivers. This is quite amusing actually, as it makes the CPU characters drive really slow and all over the place.
One sec, sorry, I'm just recording something.
There is no tomorrow. You still can't pick up any items.
I have to go to sleep soon.
When all your fellow racers are smashing that winning champagne before they start
Well,
the race.
what are you saying here, Frederick?
Is a similar code to the first one.
Well, I'll talk to you later if you can make a video about it, because it might help me if the water level walk through walls. I'm still working on Mike Tyson's Punch Out. Yeah, I have covered both of those videos, both of those games, with Game Genie codes, man. So please do check out the channel. I'd really love it if you could subscribe and comment on any video you enjoy, all that sort of random YouTuber stuff. But more than that, join the community, man. We're super friendly, like anyone and everyone that just likes Mario in general, or Mario related stuff, is more than welcome to join us.
It was pretty much unplayable, but still interesting.
Oh my god, look at these Super Mario Kart hacks.
The game ended up
Broke the game. I will note one thing, Frederick. On Mike Tyson Punch-Out, and this is not a game I know well, but I did cover it. I was told after it's more of a rhythm game. If you think of it as a rhythm game, you'll be much more successful than thinking of it as a boxing game, if that makes sense. Like, it's like punch, punch, up, punch, punch, down, whatever. And that will be more successful than just thinking of it as a boxing game, which was my mistake when I played it. Anyway, it's a great game. I want to play it again, and I will at some point. Oh wow!
For some reason. Unless of course you count
Look at this. Just flying over the ghost map.
Pretty well in the Ghost Castle level. There seems to be an abundance of cheats ending in CD-A4 that have similar effects.
That's pretty fun. Oh wow, look at that.
And try the cheat code DF6F.
What's it called? Tropical Bowser level or something?
The creator of this cheat code refers to it as Tutti Frutti Track.
Oh, Tutti Frutti. Tutti Frutti, that was what it was, yeah.
This castle has never looked fruitier or something.
Yeah, mate, Frederick, yeah, that's sort of what I cover. It's kind of like fun and enjoyable things. I want to maybe get back into news and some Let's Plays and game hacks and things like that. I don't take myself too seriously. I just like to have fun and enjoy Mario and other games too, you know, on the NES, and mainly retro. I've done some more live streams about or some content on newer games, but mainly it's the older games. Older games.
4F6D is a pretty hilarious code to try out.
Oh, are you looking already at the Mike Tyson video, are you, that I did, or just in general the Punch-Out code? Because yeah, there are a lot of funny ones. That was a really fun game to cover. It probably warrants a part 2, to be honest. It is on this stream somewhere. I'm not sure exactly where though. It'll probably come up if I'm here long enough.
CD-A4 is another cool one. This is known as Phantom Mode, and it makes so you can move through other characters without spinning out. You can also pass through obstacles and land barriers without any problems. Meaning that
this stream is essentially a compilation of the hacks or the Game Genie cheats that I've done over my time period, kind of thing. And the production varies. Production values vary depending on when it was made.
But you can't leave the spot where you started. Whoa, I'm a dizzy.
Whoa, I'm a dizzy.
The code 47EB-CD-A4 proves it. This time, whenever you're hit by any obstacle or opponent or item, you are thrown out of bounds, and Lakitu basically kidnaps you for as long as he wants to. This makes it super hard to progress.
Lakitu kidnaps you. I like that.
With Lakitu for quite a while. Want to bet that you will always come first? Try the cheat code.
No worries, Frederick. Thank you so much for joining me, my man. Really appreciate it. Thank you for coming and checking the live stream. Great to meet you. I'm Tim. Come and join us. Come and join us. It's good to see you, man. Thank you.
I was trying very hard not to be first. Or something. I'm a pretty pro driver. Anyway, this is a code you should try for sure. And the last Game Genie code we will take a look at is F9C4-CD-A4, which the creator named...
Oh wow, look at this. You're driving as a lap car. That's pretty good.
For some reason it also has the word lap on the cart, both backwards and forwards.
Yeah, it says lap. It's kind of straight. It's a weird sprite glitch
video I made. It shows us some of the cheats for Super Mario Kart that don't require a Game Genie.
Super Mario Kart.
Some more Super Mario Kart cheats.
Probably either owned, rented, or had a friend that had Super Mario Kart.
Yeah, everyone played Mario Kart when it was out. It was like, what? We can race as Mario? That was an insane speed run by that guy, by the way. That wasn't me playing, that was someone else.
Holding Y and pushing A would return your character back to normal. Unlike the lightning bolts or Princess Toadstool's mushrooms, however, your speed won't be affected, but opponents can still run you down.
Bloody Toad. That was like one of my first Flash animations ever. It was so fun.
Have the mushroom cup highlighted and then press LRLRLLRRA.
That's a lot of L's and R's.
Anyway, that's it for today, my friends. I really hope you enjoyed Hacks to Super Mario Kart on the Super Nintendo with me. If you did, then be sure to smash a big fat like on this bad boy, share it with your friends, subscribe with notifications on.
I should have maybe cut these end bits off, huh? I'll work on it. I have to get this down.
Maybe check out the join button.
I'm working on another long form stream of facts, I think. Facts, yeah. I'm getting there. Slow and steady wins the race.
Hello friends, it's Tim here again from Super Mayhem. Oh! And boy howdy, do we have some fun DK
Oh, Donkey
hacking
Kong Country.
today.
It's one of my favorite
I'm
games.
not the only one who has a soft spot for the DK series on the SNES. Those pre-rendered backgrounds, those rolling on cartwheeling Kongs, and that unforgettable soothing soundtrack. Mwah. What a masterpiece these games are.
What a masterpiece these
We're going to
games
be taking a
are.
look at the first game in the series that was just re-released on the
What a
Switch, Donkey Kong
masterpiece
Country.
these
So it
games
turns out
are.
there are actually two versions of this game, which makes game hacking a bit of a challenge, as you will need the right version for the right code. But don't worry, we will persevere and see what damage we can do to the wonderful 1994 side-scrolling rare classic that is the SNES title Donkey Kong Country.
From memory, I did quite a bit there. That was a fun game to cover as well. It's one of my favorites.
Such as the sound test, which can be accessed on the file select screen by highlighting Erase Game and then entering down A.
That's right, there's a bunch of cheats or cheat codes just without the game genie.
Through the different tunes from the game. This has got to be one of the best SNES soundtracks of all time.
Yeah,
If you want to make the
100%.
game a bit easier,
That
just enter
water level, oh my goodness,
at the
it's like
select
doodle
screen
doodle.
with the Erase Game
Oh, it's so
highlighted.
nice.
And you'll start the game with a very handy 50 lives. Not much else about this code, other than it's a cool name and it's also very helpful in passing the
Boop,
text,
boop,
especially the
boop,
pesky
boop,
snow
boom.
world. If you are lucky
Just for
enough
note,
to have a
I
second player with you,
often
then you
die
can
on
use the code
purpose.
bad
It's not that I'm bad, it's just that I'm
select
doing it for the
This will allow
video.
the second player to take control of the Kong by pressing select when you're in two-player mode. I didn't get to test this one
To,
out,
you know,
Just
just
jumping a little bit
emphasize
ahead.
that you
But
can
use the
die,
game genie code
or whatever.
DD-AB-C2AA. This is the
I am
active
pro
player
gamer.
to get control at any time.
Don't let anyone tell you otherwise.
Now that is a great way to annoy your sibling or your mate. And finally, if you enter down Y, down Y, at the title screen of the game, you'll hear a sound and then be able to enter a special
I get the old
animal bonus games.
special
It's pretty sweet,
bonuses.
really, especially if you want to practice them a bit like me. Anyway, let's get to what we all came here for, and that is Mad Hacks Bro.
Man,
As
thanks,
mentioned,
bro.
there are actually two versions of this game, so for the following cheats we'll be using version 1.2. So if the codes don't work for you, it may be a version
Yeah, this is what I was talking about earlier. There's different versions of games. So often a Game Genie cheat may not work on a certain version depending on what game you have.
When you die, the HUD will show losing a life.
This is where emulation can help in terms of finding other versions of the game if you don't have that version. I don't know what the legalities are on that, so I'm not going to even comment any further. I'm just saying it's interesting to see the different versions of video games and what works and what doesn't. Because often they patch bugs, introduce new bugs, all that sort of thing. So it really does depend on the version of the game you're playing. Some, I'll say maybe 25% of the time it'll probably be version dependent.
This makes it so you only need to collect 10 of those yellow buggers to get that sweet extra life. A more exciting
Yeah,
code
get
is
that sweet life, baby.
CA7A, which makes you pretty much invincible.
This is an amazing code.
Fishes and annoying
Look at that, you
guys
just
in the
swim straight through the
underwater
fishes.
levels. You can run into enemies no problem.
It still kind of freezes the screen, it's interesting.
There is a collision action that still occurs, and a
Yeah.
slight halt to gameplay, but there's no dramas otherwise. However, falling down pits, well, there's just no coming back from a giant hole in the ground,
Yeah, don't jump in a pit.
and you love playing with the other animals in the game, like Rambi or On Guard, then
But
you
other
should
than
be able
that,
to
it's
keep
good
them if you
fun.
pass the level with them, right? Well, with the code 1D6B-3FDD plus 196A-333D, you can do just that. If you pass a level with an animal, you get to keep them on the next level. Keep in mind that rhinos don't thrive underwater, and neither
Yeah.
do swordfishes on land.
Don't try and use a rhino underwater.
And it turns out that On Guard just disappears on non-water levels. I
Yeah,
do believe this can
you
lead
can't
to some
use the
game
swordfish
pressure,
on
so keep this in
non-water
mind when
levels
using
either.
this game.
But I guess, you know.
I love codes that affect the gravity in a game. Jumping high is just sweet. And lucky for us, there are a number of different codes that let you jump higher to varying degrees. For example, 2D81-1273 gives Donkey Kong a super jump, which is pretty great. If you want the same jumping effect but for Diddy, then the code AD81-1E73 will help your smaller Kong out too. It does get even better though, with the cheats 3D81-1273 and the code 2D81-1E73.
Sorry, I'm fighting with my keyboard today. I might need new batteries.
Respectively, a mega jump ability,
Trying to send a
which is
message
totally
in chat,
bonkers.
and
You
it
can
does
just
it.
about fly
There we
halfway
go.
through a
Great
level
to see
with just a
you.
few hits of the
I'm
beat.
sorry if something
There are
else came
heaps of
out
jumping
before. It
codes
wasn't
that
my
work for
fault. It
any
was
of
the
animals you can
bloody
ride as well.
keyboard.
It's
all the keyboard's fault, I swear.
Will give animals a high jump, whilst the code 3DAF-C273 will give any animal you are riding the mega jump ability as well.
This was fun on, especially with the. Oh, what's the frog called? Can't remember his name now. Sorry.
Pretty awesome. D76B-337E.
He was cool to watch. Sorry, cool to play there.
When you die. So that's pretty handy.
What's his name? Is Rambi? Espresso.
What's
the frog called?
When you're hit.
What is the frog called? Anyone in chat can tell me what the frog's called in Donkey Kong Country? Must have a name.
When you're hit, DK will return. For some reason, this code comes with the addition of reset if you get stuck. So this can get a bit glitchy, like losing 2 lives on Minecart Carnage. So just a heads up.
Yeah, that was a weird bug. And I'm glad I tried it on that level, because there wouldn't be too many other situations where you try that.
To return to the map screen, even on levels you haven't passed yet. I'm not super sure why you would want to be able to do this, unless you can see you're about to die anyway and are super quick on the controls. Anywho, this is
yep,
the coolest
the old
default engine
Fast
cheats for Donkey Kong Country on the SNES. So you know what it's time for now? Some fan-discovered cheats. Onwards, we shall delve into the seedy underbelly of the internet and its game hacking action. I guess
The
starting with
seedy
the
underbelly.
banana-related codes is as good a place as any to start. So with the cheat 6D20-3E52, you will get banana bunches as you walk through the level without touching them, as long as they appear on the screen somewhere.
Oh, this was a sweet code.
But hey, free banana is good banana.
Yeah, absolutely. It was amazing. Anywhere you walked, like any banana, even if you didn't see it on screen, it was amazing. It just was collected. It was like magnetized to you. It was so fun. I would give that one a go if I was you, because that was really fun if you like the game.
However, some won't come flying, but most of them will, so it's pretty handy. A very similar cheat code is 6D2B-C272, which instead of getting banana bunches, you'll collect the Kong letters.
Oh, okay. Same thing with the Kong.
Guaranteed an extra life, as you just walk through the level.
Yeah, in most levels, I should say.
Is in exactly the same vein as the previous cheats, only this time you will pick up life balloons automatically. So if you combine all of these cheats in one go, you are pretty much smashing the game pretty easily. There are also extensions on the jumping mechanics, such as the code EE81-1273, which is titled Moon Jump for Donkey Kong. This is some classic
Moon
game
jump.
cheating at its finest.
I always love
You
those
basically
codes.
hold down B to jump, and then float across the entire level.
Wow, that's quite a
Even when you
float.
release B, you still keep flying until DK wants to stop, I guess.
Yeah, it was super random. He would exactly land in places where he shouldn't be.
Another version of Donkey Kong, which is version 1.1 instead of the 1.2.
And he kind of got stuck. It was an interesting thing though. It was quite
I
cool.
guess because they fixed some bugs in the newer version, which also fixed some possible Game Genie hacks. Anyway, on with the 1.1 version show.
Here we
I've
go.
always enjoyed
Yeah,
some
change of
cosmetic changes
version.
to the game, so let's start there. First off, the
This is an older one. I didn't quite mix things in together.
is pretty wacky. Basically, when you start riding an animal that isn't on guard, the Kong that is riding it glitches completely. This is really
This
bizarre, but
was
also
weird. I think I've even made a short of this on my Instagram at one point. If you want to check that out.
Then when I dismounted Rambi, the poor bugger got stuck upside down himself, and there was no longer way to ride him.
What are you doing,
This is a
Rambi?
really weird
Or
cheat.
something like
You
that.
should check it out.
Yeah, it's so funny to see him upside
This time
down.
when you enter 42A9-1273 into your Game Genie, when you first get your animal in this case,
Look at
the
Donkey
gets
Kong.
suspended in his current
He's
range,
humping the
and he's
air.
going around as Rambi following you.
Oh
When I
wait.
went too far, I suddenly turned into a great
Oh
big
wow, what
I
happened?
wasn't able to jump, so I fell down a pit. On my second go though, I tried jumping off Rambi. and
Wow,
managed
you
to
changed
change into some
colours.
weird neon colours.
I haven't watched these in quite a while. I'm genuinely interested.
Once again, this doesn't work with On Guard, but it's a pretty wacky cheat.
That is a
There are
strange
codes
cheat.
that affect the gameplay in different ways. Without being too tedious, here are a couple of the coolest working ones I've found. Trying the code D082-137A, I couldn't help but laugh and also feel frustrated.
What happened?
It seems like the game wants to send you flying to the left of the screen.
Oh. You just go
Random
zoom.
enemies at you, like they're being launched by a NASA space shuttle. They come at you like it's no one's business. Whenever you push left, you
Nerb, my friend, hello. Have you ever heard of Chris Lilly?
This is a wild one.
No, I don't think so, mate. Does he have another name or anything like that? Or is he a YouTuber? Or she a YouTuber?
And boy, did it kind of deliver. Unfortunately, I couldn't get DK to hyperroll.
Hopefully they do Nintendo stuff or something, or video game fun.
Will basically teleport across the screen and then some.
It's hard to find people that
on Ropey Rampage.
do the old stuff,
Really fun code to give
but
a
it's
try.
pretty niche, I guess.
Anyway, that's it for today, friends. I really hope you enjoyed hacking Donkey Kong Country on the SNES with me. If you did, then
An
be sure to
Australian
smash a big like on this
comedian,
bad
Chris
boy.
Lilly.
Subscribe with notifications on.
I'm gonna Google his face. I'll tell you if I know it, if I know him by face. Okay, just one sec.
Patreon for more. And with that
Chris
said,
Lilly.
I'll catch you soon.
What was it? I'll look at images. Chris Lilly. Oh, LLEY? LILLE. Oh yeah, I know that guy.
And today we are jumping back.
Yeah, I do. Sorry, I do know Chris Lilly. I didn't know his name though.
So what's on the table today? Well, if the video title didn't give you a hint, we are focusing on the classic 1989 Ninja Turtles
He has a
game.
couple shows that were pretty funny, but his style here in the States is pretty racy, so he's one of my favorites. Ah, Nerb lives on the edge.
I was able to put
The
together
truth comes out.
a few damn awesome codes.
A risque man.
Make sure you smash that like button, whack a subscribe.
His shows were called, yeah, Summer High's High. That was super funny.
Share the love,
Angry
friends.
Boys, I don't know as much.
And let's go as we hack one of the
But yeah, he's super quirky and he manages to play roles
There are a couple of little tricks you can use.
extremely well. I don't know how he does it. He somehow gets in the mind of.
Continues instead of the usual.
I remember he played like a schoolgirl that was kind of stuck up, you know, like, and then
Also, there is an easy way to get help back.
even he had an island. Was it one of the Islander characters as well? He was super funny. He had like a classroom of all his mates. It was super cool. I can't remember if that was probably Summer High Heights. Summer High's Heights. Highs High. Sorry, I can't speak.
With most of the other cheats in this video, I may as well open with it. If you enter the code
Yeah, he's a very clever guy. Yeah, much respect to him.
and it will hit all of the enemies on the screen.
Yeah, absolute legend. Spot on, man. Yeah, spot on.
Items like throwing stars.
He's very funny. I think he wrote a lot of that, if not all of it, too.
Considering the difficulty
Would that be right? I know he definitely wrote something, some of it.
there is another code that can go
I don't know what he's doing now, though.
and that is AOX.
I should be more on top of Australian comedians, shouldn't I?
Including bosses susceptible to death after just
Because I'm a big comedy fan, but
another few interesting codes are
I try to write my own jokes, so in a way I don't like... I mean, look, you always need some sort of outside stimulus, you know, to give you inspiration. But I try not to see... I don't know, I don't even try, I just kind of don't see many other people's jokes, because I try to write my own, you know.
How's that for a game? Even when you can kill everything
Yeah, oh, you're pretty sure he did? Yeah, I think, yeah.
some serious NES power.
And he's got a YouTube channel with some cool stuff on it. Oh, that's pretty sweet.
That will stop you taking most, if not all, damage in the game. AOS.
That's pretty cool. I'm glad he's doing YouTube as well, because a lot of people have ended up making more money on YouTube and stuff than they ever did on their, like, illustrious TV career or anything like that, you know, like Steve-O from Jackass. I don't know if you know Steve-O from Jackass. Like, he, and even Mike Tyson, I think Mike Tyson, he's making, like, more money now doing podcasts and stuff on YouTube than he ever did boxing, you know, like, it's insane, you know. I mean, he obviously has an amazing personality and, you know, one of the best boxers ever, which helps. But it can really help keep your career going and get you out there as well, you know. So it's nice to see not fake celebrities in air quotes, make, you know, coming onto YouTube and being authentic. I really respect that. I think it's yeah, it's hard to do anything on your own, you know. Even if you got a team and everything, you got to be right, you know. Got to get an idea and execute it. It's not always that easy.
And you can walk through them and their hits don't even register at all. This is all well and good and will let you get through most of the game, but unfortunately you can't pick up power-ups, which means on stage 4 at the latest you're going to get stuck on this giant pit. When you restart the
Yeah, Mike Tyson is great. I really love him. He's fucking... sorry, I don't know. Am I allowed to swear on YouTube? I don't know how that works. He's amazing. He's just the most fascinating guy. Like, you could just imagine sitting down with him and just talking and having, you know... You love that he got into psychedelics. Yeah, I saw it's a Nelk Boys podcast, and he ate like a bunch of these mushrooms before the podcast or whatever, you know, like it was quite amusing. It was just like took a handful of like dry mushroom and just ate it. It was, and then he goes and does a podcast. It's so funny, you know, like, he's just a character. But the thing is, not only is he's such a great athlete and continues to be into his older age, you know, like, he's just entertaining, you know, like, even if he wasn't the boxer and everything, you still couldn't help but like him, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Swearing is okay? That's good. I try not to swear too much, but sometimes it's appropriate, you know. Anyway, when talking about Mike Tyson, I can probably say say something. Plus, it's just me and you, I think, just hanging out at the moment. I don't know if there's anyone else watching. No one else is talking anyway.
It's a bit glitchy and can turn into enemy cars. And if you attack at the wrong moment,
I think Frederick was asking about this game. Oh wow, it's a weird glitch.
To start the game on stage 4,
This game is so hard. If you try to play it, it's like one of the hardest NES games ever. It's like, I just want to play Ninja Turtles. Let me play Ninja Turtles.
GANKTLA. And finally, to start on the final stage 6 of the game, the Game Genie codes are AGNKITTK, IANKLTLA.
Let's just go do.
If you still can't pass the game, and if you just want to see the
Oh, it just cuts to the
then
end.
the code IAXGPTZA.
Who needs to play the game when you can put in a one-line Game Genie code?
Ninja weapon wielding. If we dig a bit further into the interwebs, there are actually some default Game Genie codes.
So what are you into, Nerb? What do you like doing, my man? What do you work, or what kind of games do you like, or obviously you're interested in Nintendo or Super Mario? What are you into, man? Let me know.
UNOATGP will pick up 50 weapons at a time. AEOOGTZA will give you full energy boost from pizza slices, whilst GPUOLNZA will give you
There were so many codes for this game. I tried to include a bunch to kind of help people, but it's very hard to include them all because I didn't test them all either. You know, you end up with like, you know, on average 40-50 codes, if not a ton more, and you got to kind of cut it down, you know.
There are some non-standard codes that kind of ramp up the Gottlieb included.
Hello, Callum, buddy. Yeah, buddy. How you doing, brother? Welcome to the party. You, I remember experimenting with Super Mario Bros. 3 codes upon seeing your Game Genie. Oh, cool. Oh, wow. Thank you, man. I'm glad I inspired you to check it out. You wound up posting some in the comments of that one. Oh, thank you. Much appreciated, mate. I've been a little bit bad at comments, especially lately. I'm trying to get better. I'm trying to get a bit more production, a bit more videos out. But really great to see you, Callum. That's awesome, man. I'm only going to be here for a little bit longer. Not too long. I have to go to bed. It's 5:32 a.m. I've already stayed for half an hour longer than I said I would. Nerb likes all sorts of stuff. Lots of older RPGs. You've been playing a lot of ROM hacks and fan-made games lately. Oh, that sounds interesting. What kind of RPGs do you like? Oh, hang on. You said something else. Have you seen Zelda Dungeons of Infinity? It's a roguelike made from... it's a roguelike made from Link to the Past assets, and it's pretty fun. Oh, so that's like a fan-made game, is it? Like a ROM hack or something? I never played a lot of the earlier Zeldas. That's something I want to do on live stream. So it's maybe something you'll see. Look, I'm not promising anything. If it happens, it happens. I want to play a bunch of games when I get a chance. But yeah, fan-made games can be really fun, Nerb. They can be really cool. Do you like one of my favorite games is like Final Fantasy VII, which I'm sure I'm not alone there. That's a super fun game, and I went through it privately. Like, I didn't record any of it or anything. I went through and I followed a walkthrough, and I got like just about every item. I beat like every boss. you know, everything. It was so fun. And I would say that if you want to play something like that on the Switch, check out the game. Oh my goodness, what's it called? It's by Square Enix. Oh my gosh, I forgot it. It's also by Square Enix. I can't remember what it's called now. Oh my gosh.
It's a shame it just froze my game after a few seconds.
What's it called?
I would really love to explore this one, so give it a try yourself.
Hang on, I have to look at my cupboard now, my games.
And finally, we will end with a bit of a silly one. If you want to cruise around the map without using those pesky pair of legs, you have to try the cheat ERUXZTEY, and you will be able to walk around without walking around, if that makes sense. In a level, it acts a bit differently. On platforms after climbing ladders, your legs will stay stuck together, but on the bottom
Oh, Octopath Traveler is what I'm saying, of what I'm looking for. Sorry, I had to search through a bag. Octopath Traveler.
It's super weird, but a fun glitchy code. Anyway, that's it for today, friends. I really hope you enjoyed hacking the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles with me. And why not smash a big like on this bad boy before it's too late?
Sorry, I'm digging in the cupboard. Octopath Traveler, is a fantastic game. I know there's a second one now. I really want to get that at some point as well. But that first game, oh my goodness, I played that 2 or 3 times through. Last time with a walkthrough, which was super fun. I just dominated everything. It was so good. Anyway. Sorry, Callum Buddy says, I'm definitely eager to see what videos you have in store. Always really enjoy seeing your stuff. Well, thank you, Callum. That's really nice, buddy. Thank you, man. I love that. Thank you. Nerb loves Final Fantasy VII too as well. That's awesome. Callum says, fan stuff is awesome. You got an EverDrive 64 a bit ago, so I've been playing a lot of ROM hacks. Oh, does that have older games as well? Or is it only like N64 games? And is it like a cartridge you can put into your Nintendo 64? I'm just curious about that, Callum. Nerb says, I'm playing Final Fantasy V Pixel Remaster right now, enjoying it a lot. Is that on the Switch? I don't know much about that, sorry Nerb. I only really know Final Fantasy VII. I'm a bit of a noob in that area. Callum's heard great things about Octopath. Yeah, definitely. If you like RPGs, and like Final Fantasy VII, you will love the game. It's beautiful graphics. The style is like, what do they call it, like 3D HD or something? It's got this weird unique name, and the graphics are stunning. It's like Super Nintendo on steroids, like, if I sound right or not weird. Nerve says, haven't played Octopath yet. Really dig the art style. Yeah, exactly, yeah. Would really like to see Final Fantasy 3, Chrono Trigger, Earthbound redone with Octopath graphics. I think that Earthbound would do extremely well with the Octopath graphics engine, that 3D HD or whatever it's called. I think that would do really well. Just because Earthbound's become a cult classic. Not a game I have played myself. I don't know a lot about it, other than how obscure it is and weird and hard to find as well. But it looks like a great game and something I really want to check out at some point too. Callum says, the EverDrive 64 is a flash card for the N64. I've downloaded a bunch of ROM hacks to an SD card that are compatible with actual hardware. Played some really neat hacks. Oh, that's cool. So, it is a cartridge? Is that right, Callum? It's a cartridge that you essentially put, I guess, an SD card in with the ROM files in. And you found some
then the cheat code.
Oh, excuse me. You found some cool hacks that actually work on the N64 as well. So that EverDrive, I've heard of EverDrive actually. I never looked too much into it. That's really cool though. There was this Paper Mario 64 hack based on the Stanley Parable. That I played. I'm not sure what that means. Sorry, Callum. Obviously, there's the Paper Mario 64 hack, but I'm not sure what the Stanley Parable is. Maybe I'm silly. Sorry. Ah, yes. Cool. I am correct. Ha ha ha. That's really cool. I like that idea, Callum. I also like your name, Callum Buddy. It's like, I'm already your buddy. Doesn't matter, I'm just Callum, your buddy. Doesn't matter if you like me or not, I'm Callum, your buddy. Oh, that's cool. Anyway, look guys, I might have to head off now for a bit. Oh well, for the evening. I just wanted to jump on for an hour or so. Job done. Say hello. Just sort of talk about some of the videos, but we ended up talking about a bunch of other stuff, which is awesome. I love to do that too. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the stream, guys. Thank you, Callum. Thank you, Nerb. Thank you, Frederick, for joining in. You guys are awesome. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much for checking us out. I hope you subscribed. Yeah, it was great hanging out for a bit. Sorry, Callum, I'm just, kind of caught me on my way out, buddy. But yeah, really nice to see you, and thank you for the info as well, man. That's awesome. Really cool. Anyway, I'll try and do this a bit more regular now. I've just got a new camera. I'm going to try and set that up and play some games a bit again. So yeah, we'll see how we go. Anyway, if you get a chance, make sure you like the video, subscribe, all that stuff. Check out some of the other videos you might like, my curated pieces, rather than, well, you're already viewing them, but I'm rambling over them. Alright guys, thank you so much for joining me, really appreciate you guys, thank you. I'll talk to you soon, hopefully, or see you in a video or something. Alright, see you soon guys, bye.